right. All right. Yeah. Welcome to the Bread and Hover Show. Last show of the year, y'all. We out
Last
here.
show of the year.
We out for 2 weeks after this one, but so glad that everybody's here to join the Bread and Hover Show. What's happening? What's up, Hover?
Hey, what's up? Last show of the year.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We've been doing this thing for a minute, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean,
Minute.
well, it's funny, man. I mean, even from the beginning, it's funny. We started the show. We started the show before COVID. I don't know.
Before COVID. Yep.
I mean, we actually been kicking it before COVID, man.
Before COVID. 2-hour shows, intermissions, everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that was before COVID.
Back on Blog Talk, but yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely done the show for a long time. So
yeah,
it's good
yeah,
to
yeah.
get through another year, man. Another year.
Excellent, man. Yeah, good to get through another year, man. And like I said, if it's your first time listening to the show, thanks for tuning in. And if it's your first time, thanks again for tuning in. And me and Hova, we've been doing this for a long time, like you said, but it just kind of the impetus for it is we'd always talk sports anyway, every week, a couple of times a week about the things we talk to you about. Like, look, man, let's just share, the things that we're talking about with everybody else,
Yeah.
but it's a little different from us because with us, we want to put a little bit more emphasis based on what we do down here, down south in Atlanta, Georgia, and what we're doing. You turn to ESPN and some of the other big networks, and they all over the place, and they go with whatever's hot everywhere, and that's fine. We may hit the hot stuff from time to time too, but we really want to put an emphasis to let you guys know on ground zero what's going on down here with us. And we just want to share that with everybody. So thanks for joining the show, Hover. How's the weekend, brother?
Weekend was good, man. You know, all in the Christmas spirit, man. It's all about Santa Claus.
Coming to town. Happy
Yeah.
holidays, y'all. Happy
You know,
holidays.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Watch a couple of, festival shows on TV, singing some tunes. But I don't know if you've seen the Motown Christmas. They
I
had
think
that.
I saw a piece of it. Then something else was
Yeah,
on
they
out.
had that. They had that going last week, and
Yeah.
pretty cool. Nice little old tunes, the Jackson Five Christmas songs, and
Yeah.
you even had Smokey. Smokey still, hey man,
Smokey.
Smokey ain't lost a step. I don't know how
Oh my
old.
God.
I don't know how old Smokey.
Smokey is a vampire, man.
Hey, don't tell you can't tell Smokey nothing. Smokey still singing like he back in the 50s.
right. Smoke.
Hey,
Smoke
Smoke still smooth. Hey, he's still smooth,
real
moving,
smooth.
and hey, man, hey, just as alert as. But yeah, Smokey did his thing, man, and yeah, it was pretty good, man. It was a pretty nice
That's
little
good, man.
show. I checked out a little bit.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Hey, I didn't stick around for the whole thing. Something was going on that day, but I remember I tuned in a little bit on it, and then I tuned into something else. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's a busy time of year, man. And you, I would have been the guy in some of my Christmas story by now, man. I haven't seen any Christmas story yet. I know it'll be on this weekend.
well, you'll
All
go.
this
You're gonna
week.
be look, man. They start the marathon every year on the Christmas Eve, actually.
Christmas Eve. Yeah, yeah,
They do a 24-hour. I mean, it's like TBS. It's like
yeah.
back to back. It goes off and comes.
It comes back on and you catch it.
Yeah.
And
So
I
you
think
can't. Yeah.
they I think last year they added the sequel because I saw the sequel a couple of times.
Okay. Okay.
And so the way he's grown up and got a family and everything, and so it's actually pretty good. It's a
It
good
is.
sequel. To where it's like I wish that they would kind of show those back to back and then do it over again. They're gonna run the cycle, but I would love to see them just put that in the cycle because I
You
thought
know.
it was well done.
It's funny. My wife and I, we actually kicked back and just watched the old but goodie Home Alone.
Yeah,
That was the
Yeah.
old Big Goody, and I'm gonna be honest. I mean, we started watching it, and it was late. You
Yeah.
know, kind of like one of those you go to bed and just put some on, and
Yeah.
started watching it, and she got him through it more than I did, and I started.
Yeah.
Hey man, it started watching me, man. But hey,
Yeah. Right. 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 Right.
hey, but we had it on the TV, trying to, we just trying to be festive and
Yeah. Yeah.
just get
Yeah.
the get the spirit going on, So yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. And so and it's funny because the biggest question is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not? I don't know, man. It's somewhere along the way, it just kind of sort of did. It's not.
Well, it's like the timing, it's like, it has, I don't know what Christmas things going on in it. You got Christmas
Yeah.
trees and stuff like that. I think what takes away from that though is the fact that it's violent. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It's
That part.
nothing is violent. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you can't really, it can't really put you in the Christmas spirit. You know what
It's
I'm
kind of a
saying?
it's kind of a Christmas for different kind of folk. I mean, I could
Yeah,
watch
I
it.
don't know,
I can
man.
watch
I
it
mean,
anytime, but it's not one of my go tos for Christmas.
yeah, definitely
You
not
know.
mine. I mean, I think I go to Chevy Chase Christmas Vacation before I go to that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I like the old black and whites though, man. It's a wonderful Christmas and all that kind of stuff, man. And you know, I just like the old black and whites. I will watch them and get lost in the black and white easy
I tell
and
you,
watch what
man.
those old ones.
You know, my my son, he watched The Grinch with Jim
Hmm.
Carrey. I've seen that one, but
Oh, that's funny.
I actually like the cartoon better. I like
Oh
watching
yeah.
how the Grinch Stole Christmas
I
cartoon.
actually I do too. I mean, I never get tired of watching. If it's on, I will watch it. I mean, I think that Jim Carrey was pretty good. It was kind of creepy at some parts seeing him in the Grinch outfit, but I prefer the cartoon too. I like the old school original cartoon and just the whole thing with the song. You know, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I mean
Yeah,
that. I mean
man.
that's class. You can't.
Yeah,
Get no better than that, man.
yeah, man. The original one, yeah, man. I mean, not the movies. I'm just saying the cartoon is just
Cartoon. You know what I'm saying? The cartoon, man.
yeah. I love
Charlie
watching the
Brown
cartoon.
Christmas. I ain't seen that. I think that might be on Paramount. Now they might move that to Paramount, but
Yeah,
hopefully they bring it on. But Charlie Brown Christmas, all of that stuff, man. Some of that stuff is just classic. It just don't get old, man. It come on. It's like, look, it comes on a certain time of year. So, get a little nostalgic. But at any rate, man, we got a lot to talk about on the show, man. We can talk about Christmas all day. Welcome everybody joining the show. We got a lot to talk about. Got some boxing news. We got some basketball news. Hawks. Talk a little bit of WWE. A lot of boxing news, like I said earlier. We got some NFL major injury updates, man. Oh my goodness, man. It's like everybody went down at the same time. We got a Heisman winner. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of college football playoff action round one going on this week. So it's a lot of that going on. We're going to do some NFL picks. And Falcons finally win a game. Jeez, we didn't see that one coming. So
no.
it's just one game. That's just one game. It means has nothing to do with Sunday coming up. So we're
Yeah.
going to talk about that on the Ed Hover Show. So thanks for joining us. If it's your first time listening and tuning in, we are based in Atlanta, Georgia. We talk about sports primarily in the state of Georgia and Atlanta area, but wherever you are from, feel free to join the show and speak on it. Over. What you got?
Yeah, go ahead and give some shout outs to the Dirty Bird Nation, NFC South fans, Falcons first and 10, the Enhanced Sports Show, Mo
Yeah.
Brown, Dickinson Station, Drumline,
Yeah.
Atlanta Old School Drummers. And and as far as the Enhanced Sports Show, Lou will be joining us later. So we'll
Hello.
get him into the action. Um,
Awesome.
outside of that, man, yeah, let's go ahead and get on into it.
Real quick, man. Congratulations, man. Shout out to Asia Wilson, man. Her and Bam got a little one on the way, man. dating was with Bam Adebayo down there in the Miami Heat, man. So congratulations everybody unless you're under the rock, man. You don't have to watch WNBA all the time, but you know who Asia Wilson is. You know,
Yeah, man. Congratulations to them, man.
yeah, she is by far the best WNBA player, has been the best WNBA player for the past few years. And so just won another championship, just won another MVP. She's on top of the world. She's expecting her first child. Congratulations, Asia.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Keep it on the basketball front, man. Trey is back. We're gonna see him in Charlotte against Charlotte tomorrow. Eyes tuned in, want to see what they gonna do, Hover. What you think the Hawks gonna do with Trey coming back?
Well, we talked about this, when Trey comes back, how they're gonna work him back in. Like I said, man, I think somehow to kind of, not really mess up the whole flow of what they got going on, but
Yep.
maybe just kind of bring him in as a shooting guard. Not to say he can't dribble, do what he do, but I'm just saying
Off the ball play.
kind of off the ball play starting out. That's how I probably would start it out.
Yep. Yep. I wouldn't I wouldn't want to risk it saying, all right, let's just go back to what we did in preseason. Y'all
Right,
remember
right.
what we did. and
Yeah,
then you're gonna lose probably the next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 games. So you don't want to
yeah,
do that.
yeah. I don't think they wanna switch to doing
Yeah,
that.
so this is on Quinn to make sure that this thing works out. So it should. If they keep doing what they're doing, Trey plays off the ball, and just when needed, especially in the fourth quarter when things get slow and
Hmm.
when they get cold, that's when it's Trey time when it gets cold.
Yeah.
And he can get to the line and get you some points when they get cold. So that I hope Quinn knows when to use the superpower. Otherwise, this ain't gonna work. Because it's
Yeah,
too many people walking around here. Oh man, we can trade Trey. Oh, hold on, hold up.
yeah.
You know, no. But so good deal. So we can't wait to see Trey back with Hawks. WWE, man. So it was John Cena's last match this past weekend. I saw it. And he was against Gunther, which wrestling folks call a heel. Man, he's been retired a couple of wrestlers lately. He retired Goldberg earlier this year also. And people were upset. They thought that John Cena was going to win. He did not win. Gunther won. Shocker. But a lot of people thought that he was going to win. They were upset. They thought he was going to win and be, right off into the sunset. But a lot of the major wrestlers, they're not supposed to win. You look at Ric Flair. You look at Sting. You look at a lot of the past wrestlers that have had their last match. They have lost their last match. Undertaker, and the whole purpose, and real quick, I don't think we won't be on it long, but the whole purpose of losing that match is to pass it on. We're gonna let it go. That's what they're saying. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna let the next generation carry this mantle. In order to do it the right way, you have to lose the match and to pass it on. You're not supposed to win. If you win, you might as well just keep wrestling. And so that's kind of the thing that you want to do. They can't openly come out there and say that. Triple H can't openly come out and say that, but that's kind of what the whole thing is all about. And but I enjoyed it. I thought Gunther, he's going to be the biggest heel of all times. I think people hate him. He's retiring everybody's favorite wrestler. So I just think as a wrestling guy, I think the sky's the limit for him. He just keep doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to John Cena, man. He brought a lot. I think after of the Attitude Era with Shawn Michaels leaving and getting old and all kinds of things going on. He really took it on. I mean, Hogan doing this thing past his prime, and so you needed a new guy to take the mantle. He was that guy. John Cena was that guy to put the whole industry on his shoulders, and he did it well. And one quick note, and I'm moving on, is that the thing I like about John Cena is the work that he did with visiting the hospitals with children. He never missed a date. He always cared. He was genuinely cared about the kids. and holidays, in between holidays when it be cap to a new city, he would be there and check on them and do things whatever he could. So that's something that you don't have to do, especially Auburn. He did it. And so he was a very approachable superstar. So hats off to John Cena, and I wish him well in his retirement, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. That's definitely commendable. I haven't watched a lot of John Cena as far as wrestling. Just
Yeah,
haven't really watched a lot of wrestling in general, but
right.
I have known that his acting career has really
Yes,
has taken
yes,
off.
yeah,
He's been having a lot of work in that area.
indeed.
So yeah, probably just yes, time to end it and move on and continue to do things in the acting world.
Moving on. So speaking of moving on, we got a retirement, another retirement. Everybody trying to do like me, man. Everybody can't be like me. Everybody trying to retire. Man. Everybody can't be like Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford announced his retirement yesterday. My goodness. I didn't see that coming this soon.
Yeah.
But I mean, we talked about it on the show a couple of weeks ago about him having some issues with the WBA and they stripping him because he didn't pay fees and they wanted more fees and this, that, and the other and just stuff. I thought I heard that a rematch was, at least there were talks about a rematch between him and Canelo, but hey, look, ain't nobody trying to see that no more, man. It's kind of like Floyd and Canelo. I mean, boxing purists know what it is. That ain't the guy you want. He won so easily against Canelo. He really could have knocked him out if he wanted to later on. But look, nobody wants to see that, and everybody knows that pound for pound, he's the best guy. There's nobody else out there for him to fight, really. Just like he said. I mean, he can fight. There are fights out there, but why fight just to be fight? You like Floyd and retire on top, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
think. Go ahead.
I think yeah, I agree. I think he's 38. I think it's he just go out on his own terms, and I respect that, man.
Yeah.
And you and I know, man. I mean, Crawford been on the boxing scene, man, back on Friday Night Fights. I mean,
Yes.
when
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
really, I mean, I had been watching him on Friday Night
Yeah.
Fights,
Yes. Yes.
and he was there for quite a while actually.
He was there for quite some time, and
Some
he was on the mid cards, the lower cards. He was fighting out of Nebraska a lot. Nobody
yeah,
wanted to fight him.
yeah.
People were running from him. Literally, people were
But
running
he
from
could
him.
never. But the problem, he just could never really make the big fights. And like you said, Bray, people were not really giving him that opportunity.
No.
And like they were
Uh,
just not doing that. So
nope.
he stuck on the local scene, man, and
Yeah.
did his thing. So but I always said, whoever give him that opportunity, he gonna give them the business, no doubt about it. I mean, the
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah. Yeah.
he had all the tools in the belt for his
Yeah.
boxing,
Yeah.
and he finally got the opportunity to step it up. And once he did, he got Errol Spence, and then
Yeah.
then he got Canelo in those big prize fights. And yeah, I think at that point of his career, at this point, I don't see nothing else really there for him to prove.
No, not at all.
Like you said, unless yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a fight out there you might can make, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, man, I mean, like I said, he's 38.
Yeah.
I respect it. He's definitely
Hmm.
pound in my books. He's definitely going in the Hall of Fame,
Oh yeah, no doubt.
boxing Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no doubt.
And uh, what more can I say, man? I think we talked about this offline. What about a Crawford and Floyd? If he goes on the exhibition, and he probably, who knows, maybe he will
Yeah.
go on. Let's say he
Yeah.
goes on the exhibition scene to grab a
Yeah.
bag,
Yeah.
with Floyd. Maybe he make it for, I don't know, maybe not, or whoever he chooses. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
To grab.
Yeah.
If it's kind of one of those things. If the numbers are right, if it makes it, the dollars, everything. Okay, go ahead and grab a bag. But
Yeah.
if it's there to make, but I don't know. Who knows? Crawford
I
may.
mean, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Who
And
knows? He may not even thinking about that.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that I think the exhibitions will get even bigger because it's just an exhibition. It doesn't count against your record, and a lot of times, I mean, it's a pre-agreement anyway, and you're just sparring. These guys are just sparring anyway, and nobody's gonna knock anybody out. You usually right 3 or 4 rounds, and you're done. That you make the bag. Everybody just want to see y'all in the ring together. But
Yeah,
I would think that people kind of should understand what these things are now. They're exhibitions, and they're not 12-round fights. But yeah, I wish him well, man, and maybe there's one more fight for a big bad for him in the future, but we'll see. Staying on the boxing front, man, Jake Paul, man. Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua gonna hook it up, gonna duke it up on Friday, man. So we finally got these guys, and you got the social media superstar versus this guy over the pond. Look like Tarzan, fight like Jane. So
yeah, yeah.
what you
Well,
think about that matchup?
yeah. Well, I think Jay. Well, Jay Paul was trying to make the fight with Tank.
Yeah,
Um, and then they couldn't make the fight because Tank got some legal issues
big time issue.
that he's trying to get through, and it just just not gonna work. So
Mhm.
Jay Paul, like, look, man, I want to at least get a bag
Yeah,
before the year is out. Hey,
yeah,
let's look at a
yeah,
nice Christmas present, right?
yeah, yeah,
And they were able to come. He was able to make an agreement with Anthony Joshua for this fight, for the entertainment value. Of course, they're gonna hype it up, and those are the things to promote the fight,
yeah,
so people tune in and watch it.
yeah, yeah,
But as a boxing fan, as a real connoisseur of boxing,
yeah,
you and I know that it's entertainment. It's all about the bag, and it's a scripted fight. I mean, let's just be honest. I
yeah.
don't. It's no. It's just a scripted fight.
All of his fights are
Um,
scripted, like his
yeah,
brother.
Jay Paul. He won't. Of course, he's not. But all his fights are scripted. So they already know how the fight is going to go, what round or which round they're going to do this, whatever the case.
Yeah,
So to
that's why
give you some.
that's why they take it.
Well,
That's why
exactly.
Anthony Joshua took it. He scripted.
It's
Nothing he
yeah.
really got a
It's
risk.
it's nothing right. Why not? Why well, Brad? Why not? Go ahead and get a nice Christmas present. It's
Yeah,
nothing
nice little
wrong with that.
Christmas present right there. Yeah, got a nice
A
little bag.
nice little bag for Christmas, and he can
Yeah,
get all the nice gifts. So hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see no problem with it. So
yeah, yeah,
like just like we was talking about earlier. I mean, yes, it's an exhibition fight, scripted. Whether people may not believe it, but it is. And
yeah,
hey, just tune in and see what happens. Maybe they may throw a little ring in there to, the maybe
yeah.
1 or 2 rounds might be where they say, okay, we go off script a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what you
They
got.
may go off script a little bit. Let me see what you got. Let's see what you got. You
Yeah,
know, and then they go back on script. Who knows? Just to give people, because it's all about entertainment. So they got to give the people something to enjoy.
yeah, yeah. They
So
got to give him something.
you got to give them something. So
Yeah,
hey,
that's what
it's a
it be.
Netflix fight. They on Netflix, right? Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah. Netflix is really upping their game in the sports and sports entertainment. I catch Raw there on Mondays, and they're getting other sports. We saw what NFL is inked the deal with them. So Netflix is really stepping up. Atlanta's own L. Duncan is moving from ESPN to Netflix to support their brand new sports brand. Congratulations to her, because
Yeah,
I remember her
yeah,
starting in the business as just the sidekick on the local radio station here for the Two Live Stews. Shout out to Stews, Doug, and Ryan. And so yeah, I remember her from way back, and really enjoy her on ESPN for really speaking up for Atlanta and for Georgia teams, man, because everybody just walks over us on ESPN. And even when we're doing well and we're winning, everybody kind of still walks over us. But L is like, nah, y'all ain't, I'm not, y'all are not doing that on my watch. And she holds it down. And so I appreciate L. We're gonna miss that. being fans of teams in Georgia. We're gonna miss that a lot. But I wish her well, and we'll continue to support Elle in her future endeavors over at Netflix. Um, quick. Oh, another congratulations. We got a lot of high school football championships going on right now. Shout out, man, to Buford, man. We have some of the best high school football teams in the world. Shout out. They won. What is it? Number 5, 6? I don't know, man. I lost count. Oh, but Buford, they beat Carrollton. I think Carrollton was like top ranked school in the nation. They're like 1 and 2 between Carrollton and Buford, and obviously top teams in the state. Excellent game, man. It was a hard hitting game yesterday that they've had. We got one going on now between Gainesville and Thomas County Central. If you recall, Gainesville was the school that had the incident a few weeks ago around Thanksgiving or so.
Something like that.
Yeah, there was a fighting incident with another school that should not be named. So, and they almost didn't make it. So they won a game or two, and now they're here in the championship they're playing right now. I think they're gonna get their butts kicked. But congratulations to Buford High, and congratulations to Carrollton. But Carrollton, both of those teams were undefeated. And the reason why we are so interested in high school football, for those who don't know, is like, look, between Georgia, Florida, Texas, Alabama, this is the breeding ground for some of the best athletes in the world when it comes to football. And so I know that there are a lot of, NFL fans, and everybody's kind of, mixed up by the time they get to the NFL. But we follow these guys from high school. And a lot of these guys, most of them end up, or the better ones end up playing for, Georgia or your home team, or they go to Alabama, wherever they go. But a lot of the guys stay here, and we follow them from high school all the way up through college. And so that's why college is such a big theme, because we follow a lot of our high school players from that point on. And so by the time it gets to the NFL, it just everybody's kind of whatever. But that's why another reason why we're so interested in it. So congratulations! I want to put that out there. Hope I know you watching it too. And Gainesville just scored.
Yeah, man, nice play, but that was a nice play, by the way. But yeah, might got a ball game there, man. If they can play
I
deep.
hope. Yeah,
They got, but I don't know. I just don't know if they can stop Thomas though. That's the problem.
no, I don't think they
Yeah,
will.
yeah,
That team is they are some headbangers, man. It's just a tough team. Uh, real quick, man. Heisman winner. We finally found out that Mendoza won the Heisman out of Indiana's quarterback. Congratulations to him. I think he was the first Cuban American to win the Heisman. So congratulations to him. It's no surprise that he won. I think everybody on Braden Hover Show picked him. And but Pavi out of Vandy, man, kind of sour grapes. Had some negative things to say about the voters, and in terms of why he didn't win. I understand you being disappointed. He probably had a little oil in his system, and they
yeah,
caught him at a moment where he just, spoke his truth. But but look, man, you only 5'4", man, so you got to whatever. You gonna have to tone it down, man, and use every advantage you got to get drafted. So yeah, that's that. And just one last thing before we move on, bring Lou on and get into some football talk, which is some good timing. And we talk about it later on. But man, we got some key injuries in the NFL. With Patrick Mahomes and Michael Parsons, man. Adams went down for the Rams. And those guys are gone for the year, man. ACL injuries, Hope.
yeah, yeah. That's if you look at the injuries in the NFL, that's right up there. That's the top, one of the top, that ACL injury. I mean, it's got these guys. It's got a lot of other guys in the NFL.
Yeah.
Um, and I know people have said, well, what can the NFL do to kind of um, prevent or avoid this type of injury?
Yep.
And the answer to that, Brad, is really not much. I mean, it's not really much you really can do.
No.
Maybe there can be some other things, other type of equipment or something. Maybe even the field conditions. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that injury, it just really, it boils down to the wear and tear.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's just that it's just one of those things. If you look at the Michael Parsons, what happened with him, he just what he always does,
Yeah.
rushing the quarterback, and
Yeah.
the leg, he planted it, and it just,
Yeah.
it gave out, man. That,
Give out. Yeah.
that just that it's not much you really can do.
No. No. It's not.
I mean, it's just part of the game. I don't know how other way to say it, man. It just come with the game.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Penix, MCL.
Same thing. Same thing.
No,
I
I
mean,
don't.
it's part of the
Injuries.
game, man. Sometimes sometimes some athletes, uh, you know, can get around it, but
Yeah.
when you're in those positions, man, where, yeah, especially when it's just more wear and tear,
Yeah.
on your legs, it happens.
It happens, man. And I
It's
don't know.
unfortunate though. It's unfortunate, but I just don't know other,
Well,
no other way to, I've heard a lot of different people give different suggestions of things, but I don't know how you can avoid it.
yeah, and I think that we have more of those types of injuries than we've ever had before, like you said earlier. I don't remember having all of these, types of injuries, as much as, while everybody was playing on natural grass. I still think that there's something to be said about playing on natural grass and natural surface and the type of injuries. It, that's
I
just
don't
my,
know. I mean, it could. I mean, it could be the field. I mean, it could be related to field condition.
maybe you want
Um,
to play a softer, but that's part of technology in the game that's changed. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be the way they used to play on
maybe, but
concrete.
maybe that could be something that could possibly help. But you don't have there as many, maybe,
Yeah,
but it's gonna happen, right?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah,
that's the thing, though. It's gonna happen.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know if, in terms of maybe the technology and what doctors learn about these types of injuries and prevention of something that we don't know now, but maybe they come up with something later on, some types of treatment. Maybe there's something they stretch or do something during the game, so they won't get these preventive types of things. But like you say, Hove, it's kind of like a belt, a used belt or a used rubber band or something like that, to where when you got wear and tear to ligaments, that it's kind of tough because they're not muscles, they're not bone breaks. These are ligaments, and
Yeah,
and
I
you
mean,
repair them in
I
the
mean,
hip.
it just, you're absolutely right. I mean, if you're playing the sport, particularly the type of sport, the the football,
Yeah,
you're talking about high school, you're talking about college. I mean, all this wear and tear. It's a lot of wear and tear,
it's a
right?
lot, man.
Just a lot of wear and tear,
It's just a
man.
lot.
So it's kind of like I said, it's kind of one of those things where um it's not it's not uh when it's gonna, no, how can I put it? You can't really say how it's gonna happen or when it's gonna happen.
When,
You know,
yeah, it will
you,
happen.
you know, maybe it's gonna happen.
Uh, you know,
But but like you said, I mean, maybe doctors and field conditions, those type of things might can, help to prevent it to a certain point. But same thing like with Jamal Anderson. I mean, it was just Achilles, man. It just goes out
yeah,
without
and you
any
don't.
I'm saying no contact. I mean,
No,
that's not
yeah,
even
yeah, you don't. Yeah, you're not gonna know when, because you just kind of, and you can't play, thinking about it. You just got to do what you
correct. You
do.
just gotta, right. I mean, yeah, you can't play right. You just gotta play.
Can't play scared. And that's exactly what Kirby Smart said. And Kirby's like, well, about playing the SEC championship, aren't you afraid about injury? Like, man, we can't be afraid of injuries. You get injured
Mhm.
anyway. You can get injured in practice. You can't play skate. Why you doing it? So So Kirby's always got the Kirbyisms, man, that keep this stuff going. But at any rate, man, let's bring Lou in, man, and let's have some college bowl week discussion. Is Lou in? Where's Lou?
Hey, Lou.
Oh, right here.
How you doing,
Hey.
Lou?
And I've been here a long time too.
Oh my, yes, you have. And I
9 years.
joined the show. I actually joined the show this past Saturday. I was in the background though. I came in around about 5:15 or so. But I enjoyed the show this past Saturday.
Great. And it'll be my last season this weekend as well. So
yeah.
Yeah, but Lou, I was just thinking, Lou had been with us for about 9, since we started. So
since we started, Lou's been with us. Since first day one.
It's definitely before COVID. So
definitely before COVID.
Yeah.
I started my career before COVID.
Yeah.
And guys, I'll just say this, guys, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Especially when I was working, man. I really look forward to Wednesdays. It was like a treat for me, to really block out some time to just talk about sports, all different types of sports, something we all share a great passion for. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Same here.
So I was surprised by Mendoza winning the Heisman Trophy at all either. I think most of us were agreeing that he was going to, win it. Look at the season he's had. Louisa for Indiana. And, of course, Coach Signetti gets Coach of the Year. So none of this surprised me whatsoever.
No, right. I agree, Lou.
Yeah, I agree with Lou. I mean,
especially after over Ohio State, which nobody thought was going to happen.
Right.
Well, he had two impressive wins: Penn State, Ohio State.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, you just that sealed it. There's no way that sealed his Heisman win.
And ever since Penn State lost that game, they haven't been the same since.
No, they haven't.
They have not. And I think it's how he won against Penn State. I think it was how he won. I mean, in that type of fashion, it was a throw. He had to put the ball in a place where nobody but his receiver can get it. And then it was an even better play by the receiver to stay in bounds. It was great.
But
it's probably
in the end, though, we had two surprise teams this year, though, in college football. I mean, Indiana, of course, was a big surprise. They haven't won since the dinosaur era. But we also have another team that was a big surprise this year as well. One that's also been like, the national joke of college football, and that had to be Vanderbilt. I mean, look what they've done this year.
You're right.
They probably won't make the final round or whatnot, but Vanderbilt has always been like pathetic. I mean, not only have they lost but they lost bad. I mean, it's like they were like a second. I mean, I think I've seen high school teams play better than Vanderbilt, and they have really stepped up this year. So I gotta give credit for that.
Well, I was really pulling for Diego Pavia to win the Heisman. I felt like he's the reason why Vanderbilt was on the map. With his play. I mean, I'm not taking credit. I'm not saying he's taking all the credit because that team, the coach, everything was clicking, and so I just man, I agree with you. Vanderbilt definitely was a team that nobody didn't really know. I mean, you knew, but they really stepped on the scene this year, no doubt about that.
They really did. They were consistent.
They're known for two things: baseball and women's basketball.
Correct.
Basketball. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I mean, they had a good year last year, but even better year this year. So give them credit for that. And they have the number one quarterback coming in next year. They stole him from Georgia.
I know, right?
Georgia can't win with these quarterbacks. But look, guys, let's flip a little bit. Let's talk about these college football playoffs that's coming up this week, man. We got our first game coming up on Friday, December 19th. It was a rematch between Oklahoma, number 8 Oklahoma versus number 9 Alabama.
Alabama should not even be in this. They should never got in the playoffs anyway.
3-loss team.
You could bet Nick Saban has something to do with this.
Probably, yeah. You're right. I mean,
you're getting in with 3 losses and they're even in with 2. Come on, there's something wrong with this committee.
I mean, they even made a thing about doing that though, because if you look back at 2023, when Georgia should have, the only loss that Georgia had was to Alabama, and that was in the SEC championship. But
Right.
they
And
they
not only
chose
did
Alabama.
Alabama lose, that was bad to Georgia, and yet they
Yeah,
had to put him in over Notre Dame to get in the college playoff. No, that was wrong. That was definitely a wrong move. How stupid can you be?
yeah,
How
yeah.
stupid
Yeah,
can you
they, and you look at what we went through to win that game. Yeah, you won the SEC championship, but for what? Alabama's still there. Alabama's like it's like a consolation prize. Yeah, you lost, but
That's a
look, you
consolation
won the
prize.
big prize. You're still in the CFP playoffs.
Right.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're gonna get blitzed on Friday.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yep.
this game will be in Memorial Stadium in Oklahoma, 8 p.m. game. Who you guys got in
Oklahoma
this game?
all the
You
way.
got Oklahoma. Who you got in this one, Hope?
Yeah, I'm going with Oklahoma. I just think Oklahoma, they know the blueprint. They can rush the
Mm,
quarter. They can rush the quarterback.
yeah, yeah. I'm with you guys. It's extremely tough to win against a team twice in one season in college. It really is, guys. It's tough.
Especially
Um,
your one of your rivals.
yeah, it's tough,
Oh yeah,
and that's kind of what Alabama ran into with Georgia. But you got Alabama and Oklahoma. Oklahoma won earlier, but I think in addition to that, in rushing the quarter, Oklahoma has no running game. I don't know if their running back is going to be back or
No,
not. Even when he's there, they still don't have a running game. So they made them one dimensional. Found out how to stop Alabama in this offense, and it's not working. I think Oklahoma beats them again. It'll
no.
probably be worse
And
this
of
time.
course, this brings too many to our definition of screw the pooch because they
Yeah,
really did. Pooch.
yeah, yeah.
Screw the pooch.
So
Screw the
I think that I
pooch.
think I think that's a great time to start uh, the playoffs on Friday. The rest of the games on Saturday.
Yep,
Next game is number 10 Miami versus number 7 Texas A&M. This game's gonna
I
be at
agree.
Kyle Field at College Station, Texas at noon. Who you said it? Texas A&M. Lou's
Yeah,
got Texas
I don't think
A&M.
Miami's deserving of this year either.
Mm. They've only had one loss, and that was against Texas.
Yeah,
Who you got in this one, Hope?
yeah. I'm going with Texas A&M. I just don't trust Beck.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
yeah. I'm going with Texas, and I think I chose that Texas A&M in my pick'ems also. And so they've only lost one game. Texas, Miami's lost 2 games. Although one of their key wins was against Notre Dame, but that was, you know, that was one
Yeah,
of the deciding factors. But Notre Dame still probably should have made it over Alabama and kept Miami and kept Miami in the mix. All right, next game is we have number 11 Tulane versus number 6 Ole Miss in Oxford, Mississippi. Who you got, Lou?
I'm gonna go with an upset here. I'm gonna go Tulane.
Woo! He's
Mm,
going Tulane. Hey, oh,
I know
okay.
everybody's
All
thinking, "What are you nuts?" Well,
right.
wow,
yes,
wow. That's a. He went out on the limb.
If you gonna pick an upset,
a
that would
bold,
be the one.
a
All
bold
right,
move.
Yeah,
Hobel.
big. That's a big one. Yeah,
That's a big one. Hobel, who you got in this one?
yeah. I like Tulane. I just don't think they got enough for Ole Miss. I'm about to go with Ole Miss.
Yeah, yeah. I think Ole Miss beat him by like what 3 touchdowns first time. So, so I don't
See,
know. I mean, look, I, I don't think it'll be 3 touchdowns, but I think Ole Miss handles them this in this game. I'd love to see. Generally, when teams lose their coach, they come out flaming. They come out on fire when they lose their
yeah,
coach. Maybe they play a
Yeah,
little loose or something like that, and that's what I'm thinking Ole Miss would do. But it only lasts for like a game. So if they beat Tulane, they got Georgia, and we'll talk about that. But I don't, I don't know if they get Georgia, but I think they do win against Tulane. In the last game, guys, we got number 12 James Madison versus number 5 Oregon. This game will be in Eugene, Oregon. It is the night game, 7:30 p.m. on TNT. Who you got, Luke?
all I can say that for is duck.
You got the Ducks. Who you got,
Yeah,
Homer?
yeah. This is, and this is kind of goes back to controversy with the playoffs. I got the Ducks all the way. nothing, and I'm not taking anything from JMU. But it's about matchups. The problem
Yeah.
is, Brad. The problem is they're they just don't match up with Oregon, man. It's just the bottom line. I mean,
No.
I'm talking about on the line of scrimmage. I'm not even talking. I'm just saying if some, let's put it this way, if somehow their line of scrimmage comes to play in battle Oregon,
Yep.
they deserve to win. But I just don't see that happening, man. I just
Yeah.
don't see
Yeah.
it. Right? I'm just
Yep.
being honest. All right.
I agree. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. So I like James Madison's team based on the level of play they've been on, but this ain't it. And again, I'm gonna leave it alone because we got to move on to some bowl games. But I just think that they have to continue to revamp this system until they get it right. I don't think that teams like Tulane and James Madison deserve to be in this mix, or yet alone get automatic bids.
Mm.
If you don't have these teams in here with these automatic bids, then maybe your Notre Dame gets in there, maybe another squad, Vanderbilt or somebody gets in there that's more deserving. But they're gonna fix it. They're gonna fix it. You get rid of those. They're gonna expand it a couple teams, and they just need to leave it alone after that forever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree with you.
forever,
Yeah.
forever, leave it
Yeah,
alone.
because when you look at it, and I end it, but James Madison, like I said, no credit to them. They had a great season, but
Yeah,
it's about matchups, and they don't match up against Oregon. That's just the
no,
bottom
they don't.
line.
They don't have the amount of depth.
And
It's a lot of these D1 schools, man, big time. They don't have that depth.
right.
So look, guys, let's do some quick bowl matchups. I'm not doing all of them, but I just want to do just a few. The Celebration Bowl is over. They had that this past Saturday here in Atlanta. I chose South Carolina State, so I think they played against Prairie View A&M. So that was a
That's
really
a
good game. But
Yeah,
that
that
was
game actually went a couple of overtimes. I remember.
for overtime.
yeah, it was a pretty good game, man.
Yeah,
So
even though I lost,
uh-oh. Uh-oh, Lou. So
I took
we
Purdue.
have Friday. When our local teams are playing Friday, we have Kennesaw State is playing Western Michigan in the Myrtle Beach Bowl,
I'm
South
going Western
Carolina.
Michigan.
Western Michigan, who you got, Hover?
Oh man, I like Kennesaw. I like Kennesaw, but I'm gonna have to go Western Michigan, man. I think
Well,
Yeah,
this kid's
only reason line
Ken,
it just the line of scrimmage, man. I'm always looking at that line. I just see Western Michigan is stronger in line of scrimmage.
where is
yeah,
Kansas located?
it is north of Atlanta. It's about what 45 minutes
Okay,
north of Atlanta.
okay, so
Yep,
it's in your neck of the woods. I wasn't sure
yep,
where that was.
Yeah,
yep,
Okay,
yep, yep. They got about 30,000 kids there.
okay, so
So
it's close to Atlanta.
yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep, yep,
Okay,
yep, yep. And they haven't had a team very long, Lou. They've only had a football team. I don't know what's 8 years,
Yeah, maybe eight, maybe 10. I don't know, somewhere in
maybe
there. Yeah.
10. Yeah, 18 years. Yeah, they haven't had a football team long at all. Kind of like Georgia
hmm.
State. So
Yeah, kind of like as long as my career.
next game is we got the oh let me get it. It's Myrtle Beach Bowl. Oh, we have the Pop Tart Bowl.
What a name.
I was looking
Yeah,
forward to that one.
the
We got
Pop Tart
Georgia
Bowl.
Tech versus BYU. Who you got in there, Lou?
Wait, repeat that. Repeat that again.
Georgia Tech versus BYU.
Oof, ooh, tough one.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go BYU.
Yeah. Who you got in that one, Hope?
Oh man, these teams are kind of similar.
Huh,
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech gets it.
I knew this would be a split.
Yeah. This is tough, man. I am going Georgia Tech because I think it because of the physicality. I just think they
Yeah,
got a little bit more physical, kind of like Texas Tech. They physical like Texas Tech. So I think that physicality is gonna it's gonna wear him down. Here's a good one for you, Lou. We got Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg. We got Snoop Dogg Bowl in Arizona. So, we got Miami out of Ohio versus Fresno State. Who you got?
Look at Fresno State.
You got in that one, Hover.
Snoop Dogg Bowl.
Guess who's gonna be the entertainment?
Where's Dr. Dre Bowl?
But when you said guess who Fresno State, I'm gonna go with Fresno State in that one.
Yeah, I'm
But
going
you know what's
Fresno.
funny though? Now how long has the Snoop Dogg Bowl been around? This is second year with this.
It's the first or second year.
Yeah, I think it started last year. I think this is first year.
It's recent.
Yeah, because I remember the funny thing is the funny thing about the Snoop Dogg Bowl when you watch it during the time that the bowl game is going,
Mm-hmm.
you see a lot of Snoop. I tell you, man, Snoop Dogg brand. He does a lot of his brand gets promoted. I mean, they had like Snoop Dogg cereal. All kind of. I didn't even know he had a cereal.
Me neither. He was all over the Olympics.
Yeah, man. So he has some kind of brand
Rico.
with different things he does.
What's the Coolio Bowl, by the way?
The Snoop Dogg Bowl.
No,
Was
the
it
Coolio.
where?
We have the Snoop Dogs. How about the Coolio Bowl? When's that?
Well, he's deceased, so I don't think we're gonna have. You probably had Dr. Dre Bowl, but not
maybe Dr. Dre, but yeah,
we're gonna have both. It's gonna be Dr. Dre Bowl. It's gonna be a Coolio Bowl. It's gonna be
might be an Ice Cube Bowl. Who knows, man?
Oh.
But yeah, the Snoop. But if you do watch the Snoop Dogg Bowl, you will be entertained with the commercials.
Yeah. Guaranteed. Look, guys, we got Virginia versus Missouri in the Gator Bowl. Who you got, Luke?
Virginia.
Who you got, Hover?
Oh man, I'm going with Virginia in that one.
Yeah, me too. I'm going Virginia in that one. Missouri's quarterback's out. Too many injuries.
Right. And now, what about the Guaranteed Rate Bowl? Did you mention that?
Which one?
The Guaranteed Rate Bowl.
No.
So they call it, right?
No, not yet. Let me see. Okay. Not yet. I still got about 4 more to go.
Okay. I thought you mentioned that. Sorry.
About 4 more to go. Not that one. We got another one of our home teams, Georgia Southern versus Appalachian State in the Birmingham Bowl. Who you got in that one, Luke?
I think I'm gonna go with App State.
App State, good choice. Who you got in that one,
Hope? Should be a good game between these two. They're similar. I'm gonna go with Georgia Southern. I think they may can upset them.
Yeah, App State is touchable. But I don't know, man. I go with the home team on this one, man. But App State's gonna be tough for them to beat. It should be a good game though. We got the Music City Bowl. Tennessee versus Illinois. Who you got in that one, Lou?
Music City. Well, I know that really it's a home field advantage in college football this time of year, but I'm gonna go with Tennessee anyway.
Yep. Who you got in that one, Hover?
Yeah, Tennessee. In that one.
Yeah, I'm Tennessee on that one. Yeah, I'm Tennessee in that one big time. We got Alamo Bowl. USC versus TCU. Who you got, Lou?
USC. I remember the Alamo.
Who you got in that one, Hope?
Yeah, I'm going with USC in that.
Yeah, me too. I got USC in that one. No, they got a pretty decent team this year, and plus the recruitment is up for next year. I think they got a top receiver coming in next year also. So, the Relia Quest Bowl, Vandy versus Iowa. Who you got, Lou?
I've been impressed with Vandy this year, so I'm gonna go Vandy.
Cool. Who you got, Hope?
Oh man, should be a good game. I got to go with Vandy, man. I think they're gonna get it done.
Yeah, I agree. Iowa's Iowa. They're respectable in the trenches. Very tough in the trenches. Usually have some pretty good defense, man. Really good defense. Just can't score. So they can't score with nothing. But I got Vandy by a touchdown. All right, last pick, guys. The Citrus Bowl, Michigan versus Texas. Who you got, Luke?
I have not been impressed with Texas at all this year. I'm going with Michigan.
All right, who you got in this one, Hope?
I'm going with Michigan in this one, man. I think with all that's transpired, I think they're gonna come in and give Texas all they can deal with.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I this isn't a bad Texas team, but it's not a great one either.
Even though it
Same
ties to
goes with
both.
Michigan. It's not a great Michigan team, but it's not a bad team either. But this team means a lot because of it's Big Team versus SEC, and it means something to these guys for some reason. But
Right.
I'm going Michigan. They just lost their coach. A lot of times in college, we talked about it earlier. You lose your coach, and then they're doing it for whatever.
Sure.
But guys, it's not a good look. When your coach is messing around. But the guys probably already do anyway. You know what I'm saying? They knew it's just a matter of time him getting caught. But it's not like they did nothing. It's not a shock. Everybody
Yeah,
knows when
yeah,
the funny business is going around. So it ain't like they didn't know.
yeah. I agree with you on that, bro.
And so you do something like that, I don't know. But yeah, I like Michigan in this one. Real quick, guys. Let's last 5 minutes of the show. Let's talk some quick NFL talk, guys.
Yeah.
Falcons finally win against the Bucks. That was great. We had a lot of good wins for the NFC South, I would say. The Saints beat Panthers, which was which is just a big mess. I think the NFC is just trash, man. I think I'm talking about NFC South. NFC South is
That division is a joke.
it is horrible. I think Alabama will probably win a game against the Falcons or somebody. It is so bad. It's just bad. This is the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to win it. And
The AFC South isn't much better.
it's my God, it's horrible. But
You
I'll
need to go
take
back to these two divisions. You need to go back to like two or three divisions. This fourth division is not worth it.
too much money. They never go back to it. But I agree. I'll just spread it on out, man. But
Getting watered down football.
yeah, but the money in terms of the markets and who will win each one of these divisions, that kind of thing, and have all these folks represented, unless you just expand the playoffs. So okay,
Yeah,
we're
but
just
then
going to
you're
cut all
those
this.
6 and 10 teams and like that. No.
Yeah, but I think with the legacy teams like Cowboys and the rivalries they have in the division, and then you got the rivalries in the NFC North, they ain't gonna let it go. They ain't gonna let it go.
no.
It's too many deep seated rivalries of legacy teams. I mean, there are no legacy teams in the NFC South, but there are everywhere else in the league. So we'll do this. Speaking about the league, man, the Bills defeat the Pats. I think I called that one. Diane should be happy about that, Lou, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that actually was a good game.
it was.
Yeah,
It was a good game. I
You
picked the
guys,
Rams.
guys.
I think Lou picked the Rams too. The Rams defeated the Lions. That was a
I
good
did.
win
I
for the
did.
Rams. Yep. The Vikings defeated the Cowboys. I think I picked the Vikings in that one.
yeah,
My pick'ems look pretty good on the NFL, man.
yeah.
But
I was a little surprised about the Cowboys losing that. I felt that they
Yeah.
might could beat the Vikings.
yeah. Them Cowboys can't be trusted, man.
The problem with Cowboys is their defense.
Yeah, they got defensive problems. And I got to give Dak a little credit, man, for bringing up these young players when they had a lot of injuries with CD Lamb. And Lamb's been coming up with some bad, some drops too. It's key drops. But they've been hanging in there, man. So I don't know, man. They're going to have to clean up that defense in the offseason. That's all I got for the Cowboys. They're not going to playoffs, but, whatever. Well, somebody else who's not going to the playoffs is the Chiefs.
The
They
Chiefs.
lost
Yeah.
to the Chargers. Yeah, man. They lost their playoff hope.
Well, Mahomes shouldn't even play in these last few games. I mean, he's nursing injury and really affected his game. and I think it was a big factor with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
And if Travis Kelsey would pay more attention to his game than Taylor Swift, I think would have been better as well.
he's, I think Lou, I think he's done, man.
Yeah, he
He's
could
done. He's
shake
gonna
it
wrap it
off,
up.
shake it off.
Yeah, he's gonna shake out the
Yeah.
NFL, man.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think he's gonna,
But then, of course, Taylor said that you belong with me anyway. So, oh, okay.
yeah. Yeah, I think he's gonna continue to do his thing and probably join his brother on that
Yeah,
podcast thing, and
I
that'll
agree.
be it.
I agree.
Yeah. All
Uh,
right, guys, I'll be here all week.
yeah. Look, man, let's get us some NFL picks, guys. We got the Falcons versus the Cards, man. Who wins that game, guys? Lou,
Cardinals.
Cardinals. Who you got in that?
Cardinals.
Over.
Yeah, I got to go with the Cardinals on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we got 3 for the Cards. So, but Vegas got the Falcons by 2.5. But I'm going Cards in that game. I only trust the Falcons for that one game, and that's it. Done. Rams at Seahawks. Who you got, Lou?
tough one.
It's gonna be tough. That's a tough one.
I think I'm gonna go the Rams.
Yeah. Who you got, Hope?
Oh man, that's gonna be a good one. I like the Seahawks in that one.
Yeah. I kind of want to lean towards Seahawks only because it's a home game for the Seahawks. But I'm going Rams, man. They seem to be in a nice little groove right now. I like the Rams. Packers in Chicago playing the Bears. Who you got, Luke?
The Bears.
The Bears. Who you got, Hoba?
Bears.
Bears. I got
How long
Bears
is
too.
it in Chicago?
Yeah, I got Bears. The line is Packers by 1.5. And that's a Saturday game, guys, which is
Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird to me, guys, because that's playoff time for college football. And unless you're a Bears fan or a Packers
It's
fan,
nothing new. It's nothing new. Every year they do this, towards the
I
end of
don't.
the season.
It's crazy. Yeah. So it's just kind of like it's a regular season game. It's a rival game, but it's a regular season game.
Happens every year.
I don't watch NFL football on Saturdays until the playoffs. So I would not be watching it. But or unless I got a split screen, I may do split screen if anything. But for the most part, I'm not.
I wish I had that.
It's no. 2 more games, guys. We got the Bucks at the Panthers. Luke, who wins that game? This game is in Carolina. Who you got? Panthers.
Carolina.
Who you got, Hogan?
Oh man, I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
All right, everybody's got the Panthers at home. I think the Bucks win this one, man. The line is the Bucks by 3. I think the Bucks find a way to win this stuff. They were pissed last week, man. I think they're gonna do something about it. So this is for the division for the most part for these guys. Whoever wins this will have sole first place in the NFC South. Believe that. Last game is the Jags at the Broncos. Who you got? Lou.
Boy, this will be the game of the week right here.
Yeah,
for sure.
Agreed.
I gotta see the Broncos at home though.
Yeah. Who you got? Hope.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Broncos. I don't know. Trevor Lawrence doesn't play well on the road.
No, he's not a good road, but he played his tail off last week. So,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
Guess whose fantasy team he was on?
Yeah, he was on your fantasy team.
Guess whose fantasy team he was on?
So you had a
I
you
got
enjoyed
A-Win.
having him last week.
Yeah, I did, man. So congratulations to Hope on his fantasy league team.
Thank you.
I think you got first place in your division.
Thank you.
Yeah. So congratulations on that. And I have a weird chance of winning myself, but I don't think I will. But it's a weird league. So that's like, look, man, if you win this game and the other guy loses, you win the division. And I looked at the division records. We'll talk about it later on. But yeah, I agree with Lou. I'm taking the Broncos at home. Broncos got a tough defense. Jags don't play that well on the road. They okay on the road, but I don't look for big things. So guys, look, that's a wrap. Happy New Year, happy Hanukkah, happy holidays. Lou, take us home.
All right, Enhanced Sports Show, Saturday 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's our last show this season as well. So the next time we'll resume is January 10th. But this week we got a ton of football to cover, both college and pro. We'll go over the entire list of college football awards, including the Heisman Trophy. Of course, NFL, as well as cut down the final weeks of the season. The NBA Cup, I'll review that. I know people are thinking, why are you doing this? But hey, my Knicks won it.
Knicks won.
Knicks
won.
Yeah. Any breaking news from the winter meetings? Because off season gets pretty hot around here. NHL. I'll try and touch on some college basketball as well. Also UFC. Also this weekend, this date in sports history, the ridiculous sign of the week. Thoughts and comments. Good news story of the week. The best and worst of the year. And anybody calls in, if they want to make any holiday wishes on the show, please do. Because I always like to do it every year since I started. I always like to give them their Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever wish ever celebrate and bring their wishes out to the show. So remember, it's 512-543-4662 Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Remember to like and share the page, and we're on Facebook Live.
Awesome.
And
I will try to catch you again this week, Lou, if I can. And
Okay.
Excellent show. Thanks for joining the show, and thanks for hanging in there with us, Lou.
Thanks, Lou.
All right.
On to year 10.
See you next year.
See you next year.
See you guys next year. Fred Hover Show, speak on it.
Speak on it.
Good night, folks.
Good night.
Good night.